You are watching New York Knicks Now by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Marshall Green. I appreciate everybody for stopping by and spending a couple minutes of us as we keep you in the loop on the latest Knicks news and rumors. And today's video is all about OG Anunoby, as it sounds like he wants a bigger role from the Toronto Raptors, and a trade could be coming soon. The New York Post said to keep your eyes on him. OG told the Raptors front office he wants a bigger role. If that's not pretty much demanding a trade, I don't know what is. Also, very important, OG Anunoby, last week at this point, he left his agency in Clutch Sports and he signed with CAA. Who is CAA? They run the New York Knicks. The Knicks also made a trade offer for OG dating back to the NBA trade deadline. The reported deal was rumored to be Evan Fournier and 3 first-round picks. The Raptors said no. Now, could the Knicks circle back and make a stronger offer for Anunoby, as he is pretty much under contract for just one more year? This is what the New York Post said about Anunoby. They said, as we all know, CAA and the Knicks are basically locked at the hip. Shout out to Leon Rose. So I think OG Anunoby, who's obviously a name to watch, I think he would fit perfectly here. He's a big wing. He's a really good defender, good three-point shooter. Now the question is, what's it going to take to make that happen? Is Toronto going to be looking to move him? Well, he already asked for a bigger role. He may leave an NBA free agency next offseason. The Raptors already saw Fred VanVleet leave an NBA free agency. I'm sure they're not going to want OG to leave for nothing. And I'll say this before we dive deeper into this. OG is a very interesting fit for the New York Knicks. Elite perimeter defender, a really good catch-and-shoot three-point guy. The Knicks need a guy like that. But does he fit with the current roster, and what would you have to give up to trade for him? We'll dive into that in just a second, but I want to hear from you in the comments section. Should the Knicks trade for OG Anunoby? Shout out to Carl and Knicks Now, real one. OG Anunoby. Should the Knicks trade for him? Type T for trade, type P for pass. I want to hear from you guys down below. When you look at OG and you talk about the player that he is, this past season was probably his best season in the NBA. 16.8 points per game, 5 rebounds, 1.9 steals per night. He led the NBA in steals per game this past year, and he was super efficient. 47.6% from the field and 38.7% from downtown. What I like about OG is he continues to get better every single season. And as the usage goes up for OG Anunoby, the stats continue to fall. When you look at this year, Anunoby shot 38.7% from downtown on 5.5 threes per night. That's no small sample size. He's getting good looks, and he's knocking them down. But he does so much more than just what that stat sheet showed. Catch and shoot three-point percentage of 40.6. And playing alongside Jalen Brunson, and maybe if you keep Julius Randle on that deal, playing alongside Julius Randle, 2 guys that were double-teamed the most in the NBA last season, you're going to get a lot of open catch-and-shoot opportunities. And the fact that he knocks them down at a 40.6% clip is really, really intriguing for me. A problem that I do have with OG is he's not really a creator for himself. And while 57% from the field on less than 10 feet from the bucket isn't bad, it's not great by any means. He's not a guy that's going to take you off the bounce consistently. He can catch it from the corner, rip through, put it on the deck one time, and get to the cup, no doubt about it. But he's not pulling up anywhere. He's not ISOing. He's got a little back to the basket game. He almost kind of plays like a small ball 4. So there you got that. But what I love about him is the dude is a sniper from the corners. From the left corner, the guy shot 46.7% from 3. You knock down that type of clip from the corner, that's impressive. And he carried that over to the right corner as well. 42.9% from that corner. So either corner, the guy is almost automatic. I can already see it. He's catching shot pass from Brunson, letting it fly. But it's not just what he does on the offensive end. He quite literally is one of the best defenders in the NBA. He led the NBA in steals this year at 1.9 steals per game, and he had the 3rd most deflection. When you have a guy like OG on your team, as well as Josh Hart and Dante DiVincenzo's, DiVincenzo, who are menaces on the defensive side of the floor, especially off ball. DiVincenzo, the best part of his defensive game is off ball, steals, deflection. Josh Hart, he locked up Donovan Mitchell, but he's a pest off ball, and he's going to fight through screens to get those steals and deflections. Then you get out a guy like OG, who had 241 deflections, third most in the NBA. Also, big piece in the Anunoby trade rumors. He's pretty much on the last year of his deal. He has a player option for next season of $19.9 million, which he most likely is going to decline. He's going to become an unrestricted free agent. And if the Raptors know that and they know they could lose him for nothing, they might end up trading him before the NBA trade deadline. But the question of the day that I have for myself and that I have for you, does OG Anunoby fit in a starting lineup next to Jalen Brunson, RJ Barrett, and Julius Randle? I don't know. I worry about the fit with, like, if your starting lineup is Jalen Brunson, OG Anunoby, RJ Barrett, Julius Randle, and Mitchell Robinson, you really only have one guy in Jalen Brunson that can create his own shot from the perimeter. While Julius Randle can do that, we know he's been very streaky, and in the playoffs, that ability has just poofed away. So I'm a little bit concerned by that. So I'm going to say this. I would rather trade RJ Barrett, not Emmanuel Quickley, in a trade for OG Anunoby. Because I think a starting lineup, or not even a starting lineup, a lineup that you could deploy of Brunson, Quickley, Hart, Randle, and Robinson, or you swap in Grimes somewhere, you swap in DiVincenzo, I just think it fits a little bit more. I think having Emmanuel Quickley, another guard that can run the offense, that can knock down threes, that can create shots for himself, and is an elite defender at his size, makes a little bit more sense. I would rather trade RJ Barrett than Emmanuel Quickley if we are acquiring OG Anunoby. We have an OG Anunoby trade idea that we're going to break down around the corner, but I want you guys to hear this. Get hooked up with our awesome offer. Go to chatsports.com/realknicks and use the promo code SummerVibes20 and get our Knicks Now Real One t-shirt for 20% off. The promo code's not going to last forever, so if you want the shirt, take advantage of it right now. Chatsports.com/realknicks, promo code SummerVibes20. This is the trade idea that myself and Patrick Seatman kind of cooked up in the office today. I don't want to trade Emmanuel Quickley unless I am getting a superstar. I hope I have made that clearly evident. I'm a big fan of Quickley. I know he didn't play that well in the postseason. I'm going to give him a pass. I'm going to give him one pass. He's bad again next year, then we have a problem. But this would be my trade offer. I'll give you RJ, bring the Canadian guy home, and I'm not giving you any unprotected first-round picks. I'll give you 2 protected first-round picks. I'll give you that Dallas first-round pick, which is top 10 protected, and then I'll give you that Milwaukee pick, which is top 3 protected. So you get RJ Barrett, a younger player than OG. RJ's 23, OG's 25, and you get 2 first-round picks to kind of start to build around RJ, Scotty Barnes, and even it sounds like Pascal Siakam could be out the door. Would you do this trade, though? Would you make this deal? If you were Leon Rose, if you were a member in the Knicks front office, would you make this deal? Type A for accept, type D for decline. I want to hear from you guys down below. I would accept this deal, and I would be very sad to see RJ Barrett go. It would be tough. I'm a fan of RJ. Am I critical? Yes. I'm a big fan of his, though. But I'm not sure this is enough. There was a report that the Raptors wanted 4 first-round picks for OG, but that was when he had 2 years left on his contract. Now he's only got 1 year. But honestly, I don't even know if you can get a better offer for OG than RJ and 2 protected picks, which Milwaukee's is protected, but it's really top 3 protected, so it's pretty much unprotected. In Dallas, top 10 protected, they had the 10th pick this year. So I know they made some moves. They brought Kyrie Irving back, but who's to say it's guaranteed that with Kyrie Irving, everything is going to work out? I don't think that that's absolutely true. Unfortunately, though, Masai Ujiri is the Eastern Conference Danny Ainge. There's not much negotiating going on with Masai Ujiri. Masai Ujiri tells you what the price is, and if you don't like it, he kind of tells you to go F off. So I could see there being a real power struggle between Leon Rose and Masai Ujiri, and I'm sure it would not be a very nice or clean negotiation. As always, I just want to say thank you guys, and I appreciate you for tuning in to Knicks Now. If you want to talk more, if you want to tell me I'm an idiot because I want to trade RJ Barrett, you can go hit me up on Twitter. I don't necessarily want to trade RJ. I just think in that deal, I would prefer to trade RJ over quickly. But hit me up on Twitter at @MarshallGreen_.